Hello, this is Lee Anthony Davis returning with another PlayStation playthrough. Today my choice is Jockey 4 and I'm going to do a narration right through to the actual race itself. Excuse me. Right, here we go then. That is where you press the button. Before I start, I thought I'd remind you that I haven't put a memory card in, so I can actually show you rather than be loaded up from another point. So here we go. Press the start button and then you've got these four things here. Obviously, to be honest with you, saved replays only works if you've already played some, well, if you've been in some races, it will save it for you at that tutorial. Here's a tutorial. To me, I don't bother with this because once you've played it, you begin to work out how and why the buttons are. And also you've got a trial mode. That means doing a circuit round against the clock. But this is where we need to go. Story mode. It's a new game, obviously, because I've took the memory card out, so I want to narrate as I go along. So here we go. So we're coming up to this point here where it gives you the settings. Right, I'm going to make it easy. I'll go for the easy level. Now I've got to put my name in, so I'll put in Lee Davis. Alright, do it quick and simple. So this is where you put your name. And then you press R right at the top there to go there. Right. And then obviously your surname goes in here. Go across, there's V, I and S. Then when you're done, press that. Right, you can either be male or female. So I'm going to go obviously with male. And now this is the most important part, choosing the right trainer, because the better the trainer, the more opening for the races that you're going to get. So I will go with Philip Baker because he's got a big stable. Right, now this is where you can choose your own sleeves, your own torso, basically your own jersey colour for the horse. So firstly I'll go with torso. That will be a sash, sleeve collar, sleeve design will be alright as it is. Torso colour, I'll go with red. And then the sleeves, no, that's right, that's okay. I just need to get to sleeve again. Right, and there we go. Sleeve collar, make it red. Right, that's it. And when you've done that, it shows your colours, press stop. Right, now there's another important part of the game. This can help you or basically hinder you, you could say. So you've got to choose it. You've got to choose the right enable and disable here. There's four of them altogether. And when, so for starters, when a suspected interference takes place, there will be, in other words, if you bump a horse, you could be disqualified. So I usually disable that. A horse may fall in a race. Usually, if you're very good at judging the race, but sometimes you could get boxed in and the horse could sort of make you fall. So you'll be interfered with and therefore you'll go down regardless how well you're jumping. So I disable that as well if I were you. And races may be restarted. No, I disable that, but this is more important, where you save it. That's enabled. Right, now we're ready. There's your details. As you can see, affiliation, the stable I've used is Philip Baker. Male, my name, Christian name and surname, and difficult level easy. Right, start game. Now before we start the game, that's just a tutorial that can go on for about 2 minutes or something, so I'll flick it quick. So there we are, got through that. Right, now this is the important, you need to sort out your settings. Right, as soon as this again has gone, so I'll just press the button to get rid of that. This is the guy that's going to give you the 4 mock races to start off with, because you're an amateur obviously. you need the system for this. Right, so you got the system, go to options, obviously, and you need control settings. There we are. It depends on your suitability, on how comfortable you feel. I don't use type A, it's too difficult, but type B is a lot easier. I'll explain. The top button, the triangle, the green triangle, is the one you drive the horse, so you keep pressing that to go for the line. The jumps are usually done with a cross. When you whip, it's on the right or the left, okay? And you don't use these two round, shall I say, directional sticks, navigational sticks. You lead them, so I've disabled that. You press the top two at the top pads, the left one and the right one. That enables you to look either left at the back or the right behind you, if you know what I mean. So basically, and you can use these buttons here, they're quite easy, but I'm going to go for type B. So it'll save it. Well, there's no memory card to save it, but that's what I'm going with. Right, so we've done that, and now we move on to the most important part, the race itself. Now remember, these are mock races, so therefore you get 4 of them, and when you complete the 4th one, and depending on how you do, first, second or third, this will be the amateur top, shall I say, the up and coming top jockey from the amateurs. It doesn't really mean anything, it's just to get you started off. So just forget all that. That's just basically giving you the tutorial of the or what they're saying to you. You know, I've played this so many times, I'll just usually skip that. Right, here we go. This is the most important thing. You press that to race. That's to see what you're racing against, and the system I've just shown you. And there at the bottom tells you its ability, which is 53. It's not very high, 53. Usually you've got to be in the 60s. The style of the horse tells you whether it can either move fast, move slow, doesn't like the going, you know, and all that. Its ideal distance is between 1200 and 1800 furlongs. So there you have it. Its ideal distance is 1400, so it's in between that, really. Right, and here the most important thing is my statistics. Start C, balance C, pace C, drive C. So they're very low level, but the blue shows it's good, right? So remember, blue is good, red is bad. So you have to get them out of it. So you have to turn it blue. Right, on this one you won't be turning anything apart from racing the horse. So as you can see, it's got more positives than negatives. Right, you can either press the circle button on your pad to listen to the comments, which are pointless because it's your first race. So we're going to go straight into it and press race. Now remember, this is the first mock race. The most important thing is to get out quickly. That's hitting the triangle button. Right, there you go. Always to release the horse out of the starting blocks, use the triangle button. Right, now you've got to use a bit of, you've got to save a lot of energy here as we go to the next one, the first turn, and press right 2 on your pad, right? That will help the horse to go in the right direction. Right, we're coming round the bend now, and we're going to reach the 4 furlong mark, and this is where you need to move your horse. Right, so I'm going to go, as I said, top triangle first, and then you whip it by hitting the triangle and the circle at the same time. As you can see, you've got to time it right. Now, if the problem is the other jockey didn't go, held on a bit before he whipped, you've got to make sure that you go exactly as they're whipping as well. Otherwise, unfortunately, you'll find yourself basically losing the race and you'll be going backwards. Right, so I'll just explain the button that you have to press. If I can see it, I think it's, yeah. So you have to press the triangle and the circle button at the same time to whip the horse, to make it go faster. Right, this is just the usual, how you did and all that. I wouldn't bother with that because you're basically learning to find your way around. So it's just telling you to go to tutorial. Right, we're moving on to the second race. And as you can see, I finished second, so I've done better. So I'm in line, pardon me, I'm in line for top jockey as an amateur, where you have to go to an award ceremony after this. So I'll show you that in a second. Right, we're going to get on with it, move on to mock race number 2, should I say. And here we go again. Remember what I said, hit the triangle button. Hit the triangle button, and that will release your horse from the starting block, the stalls. Ready? And usually how to time that right is just a second before the doors are released. Now I'm going to try and stay with it, and it means saving a lot of energy. Sometimes the directional buttons on your pad can help to, if you press them enough times, it can stop the dial from going down. So you don't want the yellow or red to go down if you can. So you'll need to sort of, you could pull on it a little bit like that. That's by pressing the, let me see, the cross button, right? But remember to stay with the horse. Make sure you don't lose anything. You've still got another 900 metres to go. So as you can see, I'm gaining on this horse. He's going very strong, he's going very well. And now remember to what I said, press the pad at the top. So that's the right, that's the left 2 button. The left 2 button, hit it twice. Right, I always stay close to the horse, make sure there's no space for that horse to get through, but he has, unfortunately. It's very crafty, the game. Now I've got to go for it. I'm not too sure if I've got it right. I've been doing a bit of talking, so unfortunately I think I might be able to catch him because I've timed it right. But nevertheless, yes, I've won. I've won. There you go. That is how to do it. That is how to win these races. Don't go too quick. Don't go too slow. Don't leave it to the last minute. You've got to time it. Everything has to be timed with this game. Right, so there's my first one, and that will probably guarantee me the award ceremony, trophy. Right, so I've done it. This is just telling me where I went wrong and what I've done right, and I've got to go back to the tutorial. Only if you want to, but I suggest it's time consuming, so don't bother. Right, we're going to the third race of this mock race. So here we go. Remember what I said? Go to before the stalls open, before the doors open, hit the triangle button first. Always about 1 second before the doors open. You just got to sort of use your intuition on this one. It's usually the music that gives it away. You see what I mean? Right, there you go. I'm out first, and that's good because it means that I've got a chance of winning. And the idea is to make sure that the other horses don't pass you. So usually if you're in front of it, it can stop the horse getting momentum itself. Now if I press the button that's on the right 2 or the right 1, you can see what's behind you. So remember what I said about these turns, you must press the right 2 or the left 2 depending on what direction you're travelling, because you can lose momentum on this one. So be careful of that. But it's a short track, so I should be all right. When you hit the 4 furlong, that is when you go for it. So here we go. So it's all hands on deck. Remember what I said, triangle and the let's see, the square, sorry, triangle and square hit at the same time for the whip. There you go. Won it easy. Look, I won by about 3 lengths, so fantastic. Now I've got one more race to go before I will call it a day, but I hope you've enjoyed it so far. I do apologise, it's the triangle and circle button you hit to get the whip. I do apologise. Right, okay then, I'm on the final race. This is the final part of the beginning of it. So I'll get this out of the way quickly, and now we're on to the final race. This is meant to be in front of a crowd, by the way, so this is a proper race now, apparently. But it's the same as you did before, really. It's nothing technical about this at all. Once you play this game, it becomes more exciting. You get to enjoy it. It might not be so enjoyable at the beginning because you know you got to get yourself into it. But once you play it, it starts to be enjoyable. And there's also other things I haven't told you about this game, but I'll get to that in a second. Here we go. This is the final race. So remember what I said. Hit the triangle button just before the doors open. There you go. Simple. If you hit it at the wrong time, unfortunately you won't win the race because the horse is trying to catch up. So he's got to use energy to catch up. So anyway, I'm in a good position to win this one. So as I go to this turn here, right 2. Hit the right 2 button quick so you don't lose any momentum or motivation on those dials. You've got to keep them in the yellow and red until you're ready to sort of go for the finishing line. So you've got to save as much as you can. As you press the direction buttons and make sure that I save a bit of energy. I don't want to pass him yet because if I'm going too fast, the motivation levels go down, the yellow and red that is. So here we go. And also the yellow and green tells you if you're underdoing yourself or not doing yourself very well. The horse is a little bit sort of, it's going in the green now. So your motivation, you see that going up and down, that dot, it tells you that your horse has got good rhythm. So you're ready to go for it. So here we go. Right, remember to press the left 2 button as you go around the left-handed side of the track, and then it's hands on all day. Always remember to hit the triangle and circle to get the best out of the horse up the final running. But I think I can relax and say that is that. So there you are. There are the 4 races you start off with. They're classed as mock races. The last one is actually in front of a crowd, so it gives you a taste of the real thing. So okay then. This is over and done with. I'm going to move on to the next section of this game quickly. It's going to say congratulations, well done. And now we move on to the tutorial to say let's go over to the ceremonies for the award. But I'm not too bothered about that. Yeah, graduation. I've graduated. But I'm going to try and because it's just all the animation talking. Right, here we go. Same again. You want to get rid of that. Right, here we go then. That's one of them 4 is me, of course, but obviously not the one with the blonde hair. So just move on to this quickly. I am the winner. The recipient is me. Congratulations. You get congratulations. Then you get new trainers coming at you. Then the press. You get the press on this one as well. Writing up good stories about you riding and all the possibilities of being top jockey and stuff like that. So here we go. Just get rid of all that, because I can move on quickly to the next section before I call it a day on the PlayStation playthrough. Right, this is my trainer, so I'll get through that quickly, and that's your system. That's a stable jockey, so I'll be up against him as well. I would go for that one, nothing really, otherwise you get a repeat of it and you get other, you know, this. Save a bit of time, just press that. Right, this tells you now, this is the beginning, you are now coming into the big races. Unfortunately, you're new, so you won't get many opportunities. So you have to wait before something, if it's green, I think it's green or blue. I'll just come into that now, I'll just explain to it. This is just pointless, you know, this is just a tutorial. Unfortunately I pressed the wrong button because I was going too quickly. I want to get rid of this fast. If you want it explained to you, this is the part to read. Right, I've moved off from that. Now this is important. You've got your training centre, that's the way you go. Info about the horses you've won on, how the records you've won, in other words the big races, the system where you can save it, and also that's for next week's horse racing card. So here we go. This is how it works. This is the area you work on. That's no good to you at the moment because you need a horse to train. You get that when it gets to April. As you can see, it's February week 3. When it's April week 1, that's when the trainer offers you a 2-year-old to train for yourself. And the idea is that you've got to win the big races with it. So it depends on how you train. Train a horse basically is whether it's going to win or it's going to be no good at all. Usually I go for jump horses that jump instead of flat, because I find flat a little bit sort of boring at the moment. It's just pointed, but the jumps are more exciting, I can assure you. Right, so anyway, I'm going to move on. That's where you visit the stables. That's where you get your horse if it needs, you know, when you've got when you look at the dial, you'll see a downward arrow. That means that you've got to see which one is its weakness before training it. As you can see, you can go there, it'll tell you, but you can't see nothing yet because you ain't got no horse to train. So here we go. I'm going to go to negotiate. All that means there, as you can see, on the top left hand side, you've got all the colours there, and it tells you what's what. Red means that you get the ride. Yellow means you could get it, or you've been offered it. Sorry, you've been offered the ride, so you'll get that one as well. Pending means possibilities, but not very likely if you're at the beginning. And horses available, so you've got to sort of use your, because you get money, points, or riding points, and it's those you negotiate to get those rides. But I won't go into that. Right, there's nothing there, so you go back with pressing the triangle button, and then you press it again, and then you press next week. Simple as that. And as you can see, there you are on the jockeys table. I'm at the bottom, 98th place. Right, press that. Right, so I want to do it with an actual race. So I'm going to the first one they give you anyway. So we go to negotiations, and there you are. I've got my first horse offered to me. So I'll get rid of that first. There we go. And the horse I've got is Gold Lass. If you want to find out about it, press X on your PlayStation pad, and here it'll tell you the details, what it's done. So it's not very good in certain races at the moment. It's at class D. It's running a group 3, but it wasn't any good, so it's not got a lot of speed, this one. So you look at its ability, and that's in blue. Obedient, spirit, and slow pace. So it's very slow, obviously. Right, so I'm going to negotiate this ride, and we'll see what we can do. So you negotiate with the jockey, the trainer, and then you press the triangle, takes you out of that, and go to race. So this is it. This is the big one. Your first ever big race. And if you do well here, then you get offered other rides. So here we go. You can either press that for congratulations, well done, hope you have a good ride and all that business. Right, but the bit I want to have a look at is this. As you can see, it's 15 horses in this one. So you're up against some good quality. Turn Emerald, well, not Turn Emerald. The one to beat is Memory of Red. Memory of Red, Chromo, and who's the third one? Let me just have a look. There he is. Dangerous Truce. I'm currently about 6, so I've got a chance. Usually if you're in the top 8, you've got a chance of winning. Sometimes you can win if you're the 15th rank outside a horse. It can happen. It's just if you get it right, but you've got to read its abilities to make sure that you achieve that. But that's a long way off. Right, okay then, let's go with race. So I'm just going to do this as a last one, and then that's it. Remember what I said, triangle button before it opens. That's a great start. That is a great start. Remember, this horse isn't fancied to win, so I've got to make sure that I keep my position. So you can see what I've got to do. So as long as it stays around there in that period, and then if you look behind, as you can see, there are horses behind them. Now, you've got to be very careful you don't get caught out, because they can all overtake you and box you in. But if you've got a plan here, which I have, to stay in front of the opposition, then you might not get caught out like that. but it's a very it's doing well at the moment. It's holding its position, but usually if it's 6, you want to get it 3 places better, so you want it to finish second as it is at the moment, for the trainers to give you possible runners next time. So I'm holding this horse off a bit. Now this is what I said about the 4 furlong pole. On this race, always go before it, and then, like I said, hit the triangle as many times as you like until you get to the turn. Hit the left 2, and then hit the triangle and circle button quickly, and then, as you can see, you've got the timing right. 1 furlong to go. I think I've won this one. This is my first big race. There you go, done. The first ever race. He wasn't fancied to win, but I got the timing right, and I used his abilities to his best. I might not be so lucky next time, but there you go. Now I'll be given opportunities of other horse races with better horses now. So I think I might have got no, I haven't got this horse. They usually offer it to you. So you go to there, it'll tell you well done and all that. First victory and all that business. So that's it really. That's basically it. And then it tells you on the jockey table, I'm now 77th. Right, okay. So we get congratulations and all this again. So I hit the button, usually hit the bottom button, which is the let's see, I think it's the cross, yeah. Hit the cross button as many times as you like to get rid of all that. And then we have challenges. This is the first one. I've got to beat him on so many races. You know, if I get 3 races, 1, he only does 1, I get a reward. I get to ride another horse from his stable. So there's always that going on. Right, here we are, March the 1st. I'm just going to go through this one more time. And now I've got a possibility. Now this is the one I want to do. I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to ride Diamond Jubilee in this. He's not fancied, obviously. This is over the jumps. This will be interesting. You might like this. So there's his form. Not very good. His last win was a maiden race. So there you go. So I'm going to negotiate this horse. I've got it. But the thing is, his jumping's bad. So I'm just going to do this one for the final race. Right, now I told you about workout, didn't I? So I've got to go to workout. And I've got to, this is more tutorial, telling you about what's on here and all that. So just hit the cross button. And then it says begin. Right, okay. So I'll press that. And then I'll flick the left 1 bottom. As it says on the dial there. Left 1, right 1. Right, so obstacles needs to be improved on. So I'm going to go for obstacles on that. And this is what you do. And you see how you jump these fences. So here we go. He's going to jump this fence. It has to, the dial will come up and it'll go across. So I'll show you what I mean. If you get more than 3 normals, above normal is good. So I've got good. So it looks like he's going to improve his jumping when I race him. And I've got good again. So I'm okay. I've done well on the training there. But that is all there's to it with the jumping bit, all right? So now I can take this horse into a race. So that's okay. He's excellent jumping. His arrow's gone up, so he's going to do well. I hope. Right, so we go straight into it for the final part of this game. So here we go. Race. Right, so his performance is, he's got a chance, he's 3rd favourite, so like I said, the top 6 usually do well. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do well with this horse. So here we go, the start again, comes out the starting gates, hit the triangle button quickly. Unfortunately, it's going to slow the horses down in this weather, because it's going to be boggy. So remember, hit the button in the middle, because that means you'll save motivation and everything else. Right, now you don't need to use the left and right pads on this one at the top. what you need to do is press the cross button at the bottom to slide down a bit, and then hit that to go in the middle, and do the same thing. What it does is it saves the horse's energy for the final running. That's it. And if you want to see the progress behind you, just do that. As you can see, I'm well in front, so it's doing very well. So again, hit the cross button, just hold it, then hit the button again to jump. So when it goes across and it hits the middle, that is when you hit the button. So hit the cross button again, hold it, and then let it go. So you're saving a lot of energy. As you can see, I'm well in front here. So I'm now going to do the same again, hold the button, hit it in the middle, not quite in the middle there, but as you can see, it's jumping well. Not far to go, just under 1700 metres. Remember, it's a long way to go when you've got running out of energy, I can assure you, motivation. So again, I've got to pause it and hit it in the middle. It looks like he's doing all right. I think he's going to win this. Right in the middle, that's where you want it, because you see your dials are all high still, and that's good. So then again, hit the cross button, hold it down, and there you go, hit the middle. And as you can see, you're well in front. You're getting close to the finishing line here. I've done the right thing. As you can see, the dial on the red is starting to go down a bit. That tells you, the green tells you that he's speeding, right? He's got acceleration, so he's gonna go up. As you can see, I'm doing all right here. They're never going to catch me. I can sort of relax now, but I've got to make sure I save a lot of energy. Imagine it, you have nothing left to give at the final run-in, and they'll start catching you. So here we go, last jump I think it is. Not too good a jump there, but you're well in front, it doesn't really matter. Right, so we're on the final stretch. So what I'll do is, I'll save it for the last stretch here, the final 2 furlongs to go. Right, so I'll do that, and then, as I said, the triangle and circle, that releases the whip. But I can relax and look behind me, we've won it at a mile. Fantastic. So that's as easy as that, but it's not all easy. The higher you go in this, the difficult it becomes. So I hope you've enjoyed that. That's my playthrough on GI Jockey 4. There's nothing more to explain to you. I could spend about another hour explaining it all, but it'll take too long. So anyway, I do appreciate that, for you staying with me with a stamina like the horse itself. That is it now, so I don't need to bother with that at all. So it's all done, and that tells you you're back to next week for another pick of the horses. So anyway, that's it from me today. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all the videos I've been putting on here. I'm trying to reach, I'm close to getting 900 videos on here. I could achieve that by tomorrow. Also, don't forget my live stream watch along with Planet of Spiders will be here on the 23rd of November on this YouTube channel. Also, I would appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button, because I'm hoping to get to 280 subscribers. I'm just about 2 off that target. So anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate you joining my channel. I appreciate you watching this video. I appreciate everything you like about my channel. If you don't like it, I still appreciate it, because it's good feedback. So anyway, thank you for watching, and look after yourselves, and bye for now.